Hello and welcome to a quick Warlords of Draenor guide. So this time I'm going to be talking about Garrison Resources. I'll cover the various ways to get them and what ones are the fastest. Now there might be one or two small little methods or things that I'm not really covering here. Of course it's at the very start of the expansion, so this is kind of tailored to this period in time. Now then, first of all, we've got rare mobs and treasures. This is my main message for this video. Rare mobs and treasures are absolutely fantastic for getting Garrison Resources. However, as you can imagine, they can be rather annoying to farm because you've got to look at maps on various websites or videos like some of mine, and cross-compare and all that stuff. So, I don't recommend that you do that for this. What I recommend is you get two add-ons. Three actually. The first one is My Rare Finder. The second one is TomTom, and the third one is Paste. Now first of all, I'm going to cover My Rare Finder. This is a fantastic and very just easy to use little add-on that's great. So on your map you'll see basically a whole bunch of rare boss like little icon things, and they will either be regular icons or crossed out icons. Now essentially what you need to do is go to a zone and then kill everything. Kill every rare mob, and that will get you a ton of Garrison Resources. There's a lot of rare mobs, and really the leveling ones are all extremely killable and should not really be that challenging. If you need a quick boost of Garrison treasures or resources, and you just want to, get in there and do that, then this is a very, very handy way to get that accomplished. It's certainly, for me, been extremely useful. I've actually been leveling my character up using the 20% bonus experience potions, and I've got 100% uptime of that, and plenty of Garrison Resources to spare, which I've been able to put into the level 2 barracks, or the level 2 garrison, level 2 tannery, and then of course the level 2 garrison itself. And on top of that, I've got about 1,000 floating just left over, and that's even before my lumber mill work orders come in. Now the other thing that I've been doing is treasures, and a good few of the treasures actually give you Garrison Resources. These treasures are also a fantastic way of getting experience points, so you might want to factor this into your leveling as well. So what I recommend that you do for this is you get an add-on called TomTom. Now TomTom is all about coordinates and integrating all that stuff with your map. Basically you type in /way, then a set of coordinates, and that adds it to your TomTom thing. But don't worry, you can do all of this pretty much automated. There's a MMO champion thread with a whole bunch of coordinates. These are the ones that I've been using for leveling, and all you need to do is copy and paste the stuff from that thread in MMO champion into your game. However, you run into a bit of a problem. The text is actually, there's so much of it that you can't copy and paste it all at once. That's why I recommend you get this handy little add-on called Paste. This just means that you can paste more stuff into the game at once, so it's a nice little quality of life thing. After you've done that, when you open your map, you'll see all those waypoints which, denote the location of these treasures as green dots. So just go to all the green dots, click on them, pick them up, you'll get some XP. For many of them you'll get Garrison Resources, and it should work out quite well. Do know though that the treasures are often placed in a rather sneaky manner, so you might have to do a little bit of thinking. Despite the fact you do have the map coordinates, you're going to have to try to reason as to where they are in that sort of rough area. Okay, next we've got the lumber mill. Now the lumber mill is what I'm actually recommending that people get for their medium garrison building while they're leveling up. The reason why I recommend this is because while you're running around the world leveling your character and doing quests, you'll run into trees anyway, so it makes sense that you click on them and get the Garrison Resources. So the lumber mill absolutely does come recommended. Just in case you don't know, when you right click on a tree you get timber, and then you can take that timber and go back to your garrison and hand it into the NPC for the work order. A work order costs 10 timber and gives you a whole bunch of Garrison Resources, and it takes 4 hours for one work order to process. So you can get a lot of Garrison Resources via doing the lumber mill stuff. Now next we've got quests. This is pretty rudimentary, but as you may expect and have probably noticed, quests do give you Garrison Resources, so maybe if you did a bunch of bonus objectives and skipped out questing in some areas, then going back and doing those quests could give you quite a few Garrison Resources. Next we've got the trade post work orders. So the trading post building will allow you each day to hand in 5 of a particular Draenor crafting mat in return for, I think it's 30 Garrison Resources or something like that. It's a very favourable trade anyway. This is it's a good way of burning off extra materials you don't need and getting Garrison Resources. Another thing to keep in mind is the Garrison Cache. This is just a small chest that will constantly refill with resources. You won't get that much from it, but it's located outside your town hall, so just don't forget that it exists because you can get some stuff from it. And then finally we've got follower missions. The follower missions, well, will sometimes pop up and give you a decent whack of, of the Garrison Resources, which is pretty handy. Now that's really it for this video. The main goal here was just to tell you the ways to get enough resources to get going as quickly as possible, and that's what this is going to do. This method will give you enough resources to get your level 3 garrison going and start upgrading your buildings, and you'll be in a very good spot. If you level up without using the experience potions, while killing rare mobs, chopping down things in the lumber mill, and doing the odd quest, and also checking out your Garrison Cache and doing your follower missions, then guess what? You'll have enough garrison resources to get out everything that you need, basically, if you follow these things rigorously enough. I've actually stuck to this sort of scheme of doing things pretty strictly while I've been leveling up, and despite using 100% uptime of those potions, which cost 100 resources, I still have loads of resources, and it's not going to slow me down. So really, I don't see any drawback here. Just go with the stuff in this video, and that should be any potential garrison resource problem that you have solved. Anyway, that's it for the video. Of course, you can check out the channel for many other guide videos, including garrisons, leveling, dungeons, maybe a few class guides once I get around to that stuff. Basically, everything you need to know about Warlords of Draenor will be there eventually, so be sure to check out the channel, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.